Yay! Oh my god! The best time to come back from a break. I was trying to come back to you, but I wasn't allowed. Oh, my stupid microphone. My microphone wire had gotten loose, and then OBS didn't pick it up as soon as it plugged in. Anyway, I'm here. Hello. Welcome. This is Brady Rosemith, I'm the Finn Library. Yeah, sorry. I literally, just as I pressed go, I, like, got a message from my, like, part-time boss as well, so that was very distracting at the same time. Oh, wonderful times. Anyway, hello everyone! None of that matters now. They can wait. Hello Lucas, hello Scots of Iron, hello Swainy, hello Rahel, hello Novice Phantom. Welcome, welcome. Hello C86, greetings. You're not a member anymore, Lucas. Yeah, I had to take away your member privileges. I do apologize about that. It will be sorcery time soon. Oh man, I was hoping to try my up-north accent. Yeah, up-north accent. You can give it a go. Why not? I was trying. I was listening to you. I did realize I was muted. And that's why I did sad face, because I couldn't tell you that I knew. I could have typed it in chat, now I think about it. Anyway, there is one very quick thing we need to do before we play sorcery. I will get to it. Just one very quick thing. Let's just quickly go over here. Okay, we need to update my spreadsheet of things that I've read, because I read a lot while I was away. A lot. So, 111, I read Overlord! Overlord! Volume 1. It's a novel. Yeah, we did read the books. And it is by Kugane and illustrated by Sobin. That's a series. I probably won't be picking up the next one straight away, because I'm making my way through the audiobooks that I've read recently. I have on my phone. And that was one of them. The other thing I read was Legends. No. 212. Legend. Yes, that is exactly the one. I listened to the audiobook of Overlord, and it is the Ain Al Ghul one. And you have the main voice actor from the anime who does the dub is doing the audiobook, and it's so good. He's very good at it. Mix of game time noises and fire noises. Sensory overload. Let me just turn off a lot of the stuff over here then. 1 second. Put the fireplace. We'll just have the game time noises. There we go. Yes, absolutely. The most contentiest content in the world, the spreadsheet. Legends and lattes. That is not how we spell legends. That was also a novel, and that was by Travis Baldry. Very good. Orc Lady Adventurer retires and opens a coffee shop. It's great. Then we go to the webtoons. So 213. I thought my time was up. We have gone to chapter 80 on that. So this will be chapters 60 to 80. That's a webtoon. And this one is by Essie. Series. And it's 2025. I might just cut out this entire column. I don't really there are very few things I read that are standalone. And then oh wait, no, we're still not done with the webtoons yet. Because I also read even more Teenage Mercenary. I'm nearly up to 80 on that, but not quite. So we do love our orc ladies. We do, and we love them being happy and getting their little coffee shop and being comfy. It's great. 214. That one is a webtoon, and this one is by YC. That one. Series. I did do a fair bit of crochet. That cardigan is still on the way, though. I still haven't even done the back of that cardigan. It is like double the size from the thingy. How do I decide what to read next? Teenage Mercenary was a recommendation from my fiance. He just thought I'd really like that. These two are just... I haven't been listening to audiobooks for ages, but I have just a stockpile on Audible. So I've just been going through, and these two were just already downloaded onto my phone, so that's how I ended up with them. Then I'm going to be going after this. I've got one more that was just randomly downloaded onto my phone, which was the Gawain and the Green Knight. Back this cardigan now. The rest of the cardigan doesn't exist yet either. It's an invisible cardigan right now. And then I'm going to be going through the Percy Jackson series and what I haven't already read of the Dresden Files, because that's all on there. And then I'll probably just go down the list of what I had a long time ago and what I didn't. Right, last but not least, I finished the Red Hood and Arsenal run that I was reading. So I did 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. How many was that? 13. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. These are all comics. Red Hood is arsing about. That is exactly the whole comic. It's the two of them just arsing about. 216, 217, 218, 219, 220. 220! So most of these have the same, some of these don't have the same artist, which is annoying. So this one has the same as that. That's 8. I have them here so I can make sure I get them. No, it's still not the same. Comic book artists changing about a lot. So this one actually is blonde at the end. I think they all have Lobdell at least, because he's like the main writer for it. So next one, that is the same first two guys. And someone called yeah. Then the next one is kind of these guys, but instead of Fernandez, we have Soy. And then the next one, hey, we got two that are the same. Heck yeah. Same. Oh, this one's got an extra name. Oh, lordy. I think it's so probably them, but we don't have Soy. We have Bravo and Bennett. With 2 T's. Last one! These people, Lobdell, Bravo, Bennett, and an extra guy for the final one. Al. Goddamn, they have so many people working on these. Yeah, I know that spreadsheets can be a lot. I cut this out. This kind of nonsense I cut out of my video because I could do that. Because I can do this. I know I can do this. I know. I do things in the worst ways. But yeah, so 220 we're now on. So that brings us to 780. Let me get these comic books out the way. Let's update that. Books of freedom. 80. So I read 10 books last week. That's why I needed to do this now. Because otherwise we would have so many to do on Sunday. Because I'm going to have read something else by then. It's just the way it is. So let's update over here as well. I need to go back to my corner. And I promise we will actually play some stuff now. We will play video game, I promise. Okay. Let's play a video game. Yay! In a second. Righto! What the hell? So we got to a new town. Let's have a look. Because we've gone all the way down here. Oh yeah, so we went to the house and we managed to survive the strange Fey lady and she even gave us extra money. We have a lot of money. And then we did this town and we had a nice chat with people there. They were talking about like defending the other town. There's this fucking area where it's just cannibals ahoy. And then this area that stole all my shit. So that was not great, honestly. So we've got find an inn, explore the town, head out of town. I'm gonna explore the town. I want to see what's going on. Oh yeah, I gotta drag myself. That's how it works. Check out that doofus. Halfway along the track, you come across a couple of merchant huts. You browse for items worth buying with your 17 gold pieces. Your attention is taken by a finely woven skull cap, a finely crafted sword, and a small bag of provisions. I could use the provisions. I only have 1 rations left, so... You examine the bag of food. There is enough to last 3 days. 6 gold pieces, the merchant says with a smile. Good for a traveller, I'm sure. Oh, that's a lot of money, but I only have 1 ration left. I kind of need them. Fine, take my money. You pay him 6 gold pieces and add the provisions to your pack. I would like to examine the sword. Carefully, you lift the long sword from the table and swing it through the air. It cuts with a finely carved edge. A fine piece of work, I'm sure you agree, the merchant enthuses. 6 gold pieces. Now, good. But I will examine the skull cap because I can. You pick up the skull cap and turn it over. Stolen from a priest of Ladulay, the merchant declares with pride. I am selling stolen merchandise and I am proud of it, he says. A fine piece of work, 4 gold pieces. You can tell from the feel of the cloth. It has no inherent magic, but might be useful in spells. Can I try it on? You place it on your head, but you feel nothing. You take it off again. Can I steal it? Do I need the gold I've got? No, I don't need it. We don't need fashion. Skull caps aren't exactly the best fashion anyway, so it's fine. You shake your head and place the skull back on the merchant's table. That's enough. You nod to the merchant. The merchant smiles. Is there anything else I can help you with? Is there any work to be had here? Is there somewhere I can go to sleep? He points down the side road that leads to an inn. You thank him. Okay. And I will find an inn, because my stamina isn't that low, but you know, if I can have a nice nap, then that would be great. Following the merchant's instructions, you quickly find an inn in the very centre of Dumfus. It is a tumble-down building with mats spread across the floor and a kitchen range that fills the air with an appealing spicy smell. The man who runs the inn is wiry and looks as if he does not eat anything himself. 3 gold pieces for hill fox broth, he tells you, and 3 for a place to rest your head. You've eaten already today, so you're not hungry. If that's the case, I'm just gonna rest, because I just spent 6 gold pieces on 3 days of food. I may as well rest, maybe see if I can eat in the morning. You pay 3 gold pieces, and the man shows you to a mattress in one corner of the room. For a while you stay awake, wondering if the goblin attack the village feared will come, but it seems the land is quiet tonight. Eventually you drift off to sleep. You dream strange dreams as you sleep. Your thoughts are dominated by the strange woman in the hut. In your mind, she has become younger than she truly was. Flowers seem to blossom from her hair, as though she was grown from the earth herself. Overhead, you fancy you hear the flap of giant wings. The birdmen came for the crown. Perhaps before this journey finished, they will come for you. I hope not. I don't really want to be eaten by... The whole run away from town thing once sent me here, so I wonder if it would still go up here. So we go to Urstanti. We're heading up to... Care, this is where we're trying to get to. Hi, Jabba Hop, welcome. So, we're probably wanting to... No, this seems to be the best way, I guess. And then you go maybe to the bridge after that. Probably go round there to the bridge and then up. And then we'll go into Bridanti. That seems to be the best way. Go! You rise early, thank the innkeeper, and head out into the street. Within a few minutes of walking, you are out of Dumfus and back on the road. After another hour or so, the way branches, with one path leading up into the hills, and the other turning downhill along the side of a barren stony ridge. Is that a village you can make out at the top of the hill? It seems a lonely place for it. Every time I've... Oh, hello, Xnam! Yeah, I'm back. I'm back to cause trouble in everyone's lives. Every time I've gone to a village, I mean, it goes into here, which feels like a dead end. But what if it's not? Hello, Jojo! Welcome. This seems the logical way. But when have I ever been logical? What's in the village? I want to interact with people. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, no. The gentle upward slope becomes a steep climb, and you are forced to rest several times. So far, you have been walking through the foothills. Now the journey will become more serious. When finally you reach the summit, you can look out over the low plateau. You have crested. You see the path runs through a small settlement of crudely fashioned huts. The villagers are out in the street, talking and working. It seems a happy, bustling place. Yep, that looks happy and bustling. Yes. I will approach. I am friendly. There seems no obvious danger. You approach along the path until you are close enough for the villagers to notice you. The effect is immediate. They begin to scurry inside their huts as if you were an army, and not a lone traveller. You cannot help but notice what a sorry bunch they are, squat and short and all limping strangely. Their bodies are thin and malnourished, and as they disappear through their doors, you notice some are missing limbs. Can I help? Can I do anything? Hello? You knock on the door of one of the nearest huts. There's no reply. I'm probably just being nosy, but why is it this way? I'm gonna enter the hut. You criticize me for being short, and I will shit at you. You push your way inside. You find the place to be an impoverished hovel. The hut has no furniture. A small fire burns in the middle of the floor, and by the far wall, an ill-looking family is huddling together. The woman lifts a hand, shaking as if to hold you back. Hold out a hand of friendship. You put your hand to greet the man. He shuffles over nervously and grasps it with feeble strength. Are you magical, stranger? Are you not afraid of us? Afraid of you? Why? Afraid? Why? Why? He replies, don't you know? We have the plague in this village. Oh no! You spring back from him, but it's too late. You can feel the infection on the palm of your hand like a curse. Oh no! Is there a cure? Is there a cure? The man shakes his head sadly. Some say to drink the juice of the blimberry, but we have all tried. So much that no berries grow around the village any longer, and we are still alive, I suppose, but we are not well. You take another step back, in fear and regret. You have but a few days. There is no question. You must do what you can for these people. Okay, I need to look at my book. What is my cure thing spell? Got dot, raz, sus, 6, jigob. Doc. Doc's the one we need. But we don't. Requires a medicinal potion. Heal any creature who drinks them. The potions. Is there anything else? Is there anything else I can do? Does my pop foul? Fogmuds. Neef. Sam. Pep. Nope, I think we're screwed. We're very, very screwed. Zed. We could just cast Zed for fun. Let's see. Let's see what we can do. We can do Doc, but we can't do anything about it. Yeah, so it's given us the D for it. Well, yeah, we got a few days to live. I don't know. Yeah. Well, let's see what we can do with our few days to live, I guess. Because I can't do something else. Fear overtakes you and you race out of the door. And do not stop running until you are clear of the accursed village. Let's go spread plague! Yay! That's what I get for being curious. The path beyond the village heads downhill once more between thick trees, before turning into a narrow goat track that crosses a rough peak. From the summit you get a wide view. Let's look around. Ahead, down a steep slope, the next village is sprawled out before you, and even from here you catch the sound of merry voices and shouting from the streets. It must be a carnival. Looking right, you hear a roaring noise, and can just make out a beautiful, majestic waterfall plunging from a cliff into the great rock below. You watch for a few minutes, marvelling at how clear the water seems. Yeah. Excuse me, carnival goers, would you like the plague? Oh, I could pray for healing. I could pray to my gorilla. Then it is time to move on. You are feeling cold. Purple blotches are breaking out of your hands. Gorilla, please! You drop to your knees, shivering and shaking, and mouth a fervent prayer to your spirit. Does the gorilla hear you? It's hard to tell. But then you begin to feel warmth creaking through your bones, and purple marks on your skin are fading away. You are cured! I'm alive. It's okay. My gorilla friend got me. We're fine. Harambe got me. And purple marks on your skin fading away. You are cured. Feel better, Beam. You raise a cheer to the spirit for such aid, but what about the people you left behind? They have no such guardian. You fall. I know, but I can't help them, okay? Ooga, indeed. You follow the track down the steep decline. I don't have a potion for them. I could have bought a potion in the first town, couldn't I? I could have bought a potion here. Ooh. Next time. Where am I going? All the way over there? That's a hell of a way. Some way down the hill, you stop for a rest and sit on a boulder to survey what lies ahead. The path leads downward, and its foot, cradled between 3 peaks, is a village. And quite a large one at that, compared to that mournful spot you've just passed through. Behind you, the sun is falling rapidly into the hills. It might be night soon. I'm not spreading plague anymore. I don't have any reason to not go towards the village. The village looks like a good place to stop. You hop down from the boulder and make your way forward. When an overhanging branch touches your face, you hear a lively chirping. I'm gonna freeze a minute. You freeze. Hovering by your shoulder is a small creature the size of a bird. It is childlike, but very thin, with green skin, and it flits around you on It's a pixie! It seems friendly enough. It even lands on your shoulder, its tiny clawed toes pinching slightly. I'm gonna talk to it! Will you be my friend? Look, we made a new friend. Greetings, little creature. And hello to you, the creature replies, chirping. My name is Jan. It's me. Look how small. Do you want to come with me? Do you want to come with me? See that village? The creature replies. Last time I tried to go through, they told me I wasn't welcome. So, I wouldn't mind some protection. What are you, can I ask? I'm sorry if this is rude. What are you? The creature does a backflip and gives a low bow. I'm a mini-mite. Pleased to meet you. It reaches a tiny hand and shakes your earlobe. The creature starts hopping up and down. Come on, it grumbles impatiently. Let's get going, can't we? I trust Faye. I don't know about you. You shouldn't trust the Fae. This is a very bad idea. Do not do this. If you are approached by a small tiny pixie, you need to get it distracted by something else and run away. What can you tell me about the village? You point down the valley. Is it safe? That's Briri Tanti. It's very safe. It's the largest village in the whole of Shamatani Hills. Every traveller who comes this way spends at least one night here, so it's a little bit expensive, especially for Mimites, but pleasant enough. Well, let's get going then. I'm good. Godfather, the pixie mafia. Well, let's get going then. The creature shakes you by the ear in excitement, and you set off along the path once more. You descend into the bowl of the valley. The hills on each side are toweringly tall and throw the village into deep shadow. It would seem a very gloomy, threatening place, but from the streets come the distant sound of laughter and merriment. Let's see if we can sneak the pixie into town! Chaos! You continue along the path. The sounds of festivities grow louder. It's a very quiet day. We can just about hear them. We can hear them! Nope, sorry. It's almost spooky here in the shade of the valley. And after so long of the dire road, the people in this village seem to be enjoying themselves. See? The Mimite on your shoulder remarks. I told you it was a happy place. Jan, what's going on? What's going on here? Are they bewitched? Jan shakes his head. No, if there was magic, believe me, I'd know. This is the Festival of the Young. What's that? Laughter Reverend. We can fix that. If only I had a plague. I'm no longer on a recording break. I am winning. I think I am winning. I have a pixie friend and I no longer have the plague, therefore I am winning. What's that? Well, take a look. Jan waves a little hand around the village. The idea is that once a year the children are allowed the freedom of the village. It's a time of great fun and lots of pranks. It becomes quickly obvious what he means. You pass the first few buildings, where you find a number of children sitting in the street and drinking ale from deep mugs. Further on, a young boy is holding an old woman over his knee and spanking her. What? On the other side of the street. So this is like the Purge, but for kids only. Festival of the Young. Uh-oh, they're eating babies. No! The babies are eating the adults! On the other side of the street, a group of boys is fighting outside a hut with a sign that reads Glandragon's Glandragor's Tavern. It's complete mayhem. Rescue the old woman! No! No, we leave the old woman. She's probably really nasty to them. Like, I don't think these kids would be spanking an old woman for no reason. She's probably the really scary old woman, you know, the one who, like, everyone's gotta have, like, that grandpa or that really old teacher that really scared you. That's probably what that old woman is, so I'm gonna leave her. You consider helping the woman, but there's nothing you can do. It is their festival after all. Yes, cultural differences and all that. Enter the tavern, go further into town, leave town. I would consider leaving town because I am in fact an adult, which means I might be subjected to stupid children being stupid. However, I do want to see a bunch of drunk kids fighting. That sounds great. Behind the bar, a thick-set man is wiping mugs down with an old rag. "Greetings, stranger," he calls. "I'm Glandragor. Can I be helping you?" How much is the ale?" "How much is a mug of ale, you ask?" "You must be right thirsty to be so upfront," he remarks. "2 gold pieces. And it's the finest in town. Will be the only ale in town. Well, it's the only ale in town. I make sure of that." That's terrifying. This is the biggest village in the settlement, and it only has 1 pub? I lived in a very small town growing up, and there was at least 5 or 6 pubs at all times. I also feel like I can't ask about it, so let's just buy them up. Come on. Mine was my 7th grade biology teacher. She was old and hated me because your mum kept beating her at tennis. Oh my god! Is that not the norm? Do you guys not have pubs on like every street corner? Like, also small towns in Britain probably have the same amount of pubs as they do churches. Because for a small town, we had a surprising number of churches as well. Churches and pubs was 90% of the town. You put 2 gold pieces down on the countertop, and Galandro pulls you a mug of beer. It's warm, frothy, and deeply refreshing. Galandro smiles. "You look like you've been on the road for a while." "You have no idea," you reply. Galandro nods. Tell me about yourself, my friend. Tell me about yourself." "Me? Why?" He spreads his hands. "I'm a normal enough fellow. What you see is what you get with me. That's what they always say," says the DM that didn't make up a backstory. Churches and pubs is the new Dungeons and Dragons. It's like, oh my god, I loved, I think it was a Tumblr post a long time ago, where it was like adventurers, or like fantasy characters or sci-fi characters that play basically D&D, but it's like everyday life. It's like small village life with gossip and stuff, and they're adventuring that way rather than the way we do D&D. "I live in America. We don't have pubs. We have gun shops." Can you drink in a gun? Can you socialize and drink in gun shops? We have many pubs. Pubs are how the UK lives. We can't live without pubs. "Tell me about the village." Galandros shrugs. "Not much to say. What you see is what you get again. This place keeps going because it's the only route between Care and Cantpani. One of these mountains falls or the river freezes over, then this place will be a desert in 2 weeks. I'm heading to Care myself." You take shots in both places. True! "Course you are," he grins. Didn't I just tell you that? What can you tell me about it? Ah, Care. I loved a girl in Care once. It's the town of love, you know. You have to live every day like it's your last in Care, because the chances are high it will be. Now there's a city of thieves if there ever was one. Oh gosh. I'll watch my back. Well, don't forget to watch your front as well. Galandra beams. They'll come at you whichever way. Galandra goes back to wiping his bar. Then a thought occurs to him. You'll be passing through Torrepani, I suppose. The Sylvans in Torrepani are normally a merry lot, but they're pretty depressed at the moment. There's a real gloom about the place. What's the matter with them? Ah, well. He thinks for a moment, then waves away whatever was on the tip of his tongue. I'm sure it's nothing to concern you. Feels like it is. From the counter, Jan issues a loud burp. He has been sipping ale from puddles on the bar top and is now quite drunk. Yes! Let me wake up my drunk pixie friend. You poke the little creature, who clambers boozily up your finger, then topples off and onto the floor. You leave him there. You leave him there if you like, Galandril says. I'll pick him up and put him in a mug. You don't quite manage it at the moment. Jan rouses himself and flies wobbly back to your shoulder. I love you. He whispers into your ear. I love you too, Jan. You're my favourite. It's not the plague, is it? I already had that once. I hope it's not the plague. I really hope it's not the plague. I would like to go further into town. I want to check out what's going on with all this shit. You head out of the tavern and turn a corner to find a group of girls standing by a signpost pointing to the crystal waterfall. They are tripping up their elders as they pass, giggling. You go, kids. You go be menaces. You stop by the group and ask them about the waterfall, but they are too distracted by Jan, whom they delight in poking, tickling, and generally cooing over. After a few minutes of asking them about the waterfall, you give up and walk away. One of the girls calls, "Come back!" Another shouts, "The water is good for you!" Jan sighs, already missing the attention, but comes back to rest on your shoulder. You leave the girls to their snickering. What's that one? Oh, so we could go visit I want to visit the magical waterfall. Let's go visit the magical... I have so much stamina, I don't need to go to an inn. You go back past the girls and head up a path that climbs through a crack in the mountainside. Soon the air is filled by a thundering. It's quite a climb, but eventually you turn a corner through a narrow cleft in the rock and see up close the waterfall you glimpsed from the hilltop earlier today, plunging down from the cliffs overhead. A large crystal stalactites hang down either side of the water. It's stunning. There is only one path to reach it, winding up the rock face, and it passes by a small hut where a ruffian is collecting money. Oh god, not again. I'm gonna ask Jan to scout ahead a minute. You tap Jan on the shoulder. Why don't you scout ahead? Find if this waterfall is worth the money. Jan nods vigorously. All right, I'll be quick. Don't think you can get rid of me just like that. I can catch up. He flaps away up the path. Hey, I can have a chat with the ruffian. Why not? You make your way over to the hut. Greetings, you begin. You collect a fee for the waters. I do, sneezed the ruffian. These waters cannot be so healing that he has not caught an awful flu from them. 3 gold pieces. There is a buzzing at your shoulder as Jan returns and nestles himself. He doesn't look like much to me, he whispered. I think you're wasting your gold if you paid. Fair enough, thanks, Jan. You shake your head. For a bath, that's too much. The waters are healing, the ruffian explains quickly. They'll do more than make you clean. Go. You must think me a fool, you replied. The waterfall may be beautiful, but it is not worth risking your gold on. Reluctantly, you turn back and head back into the village. As you pass the girls, they sneer at each other. She doesn't smell any better. Fuck you, child. I'm not too bothered about going to the inn, like I say. Because I inned at the last place not too long ago, so I'm just going to go straight for leaving. You make your way out of the village and into a stand of tall, dry trees under the overhang of one of the cruel mountainsides. Between curling roots, you find a small place to settle down to rest. Jan perches a little way above on a knot and is quickly asleep. You are tired enough to follow suit, but you are hungry for not eaten. First playthrough, it very much is, indubitably. I'm excited to see what happens. Screw it, tummy rations. You pull out some of your provisions and eat quickly. The night's darkness draws in around you. In the distance you hear screams and whoops from the village that only fade. You feel lonely, distanced from such revelry. You rest your head onto your backpack and close your eyes. Perhaps a few hours pass when you wake suddenly, aware of a shadow moving between the tree trunks. It turns as it sniffs the air. A wolfhound! No. I have some funky spells. Let's see what I can cast. This bit is so much louder than the rest of the game. What have I got spell-wise that I could cast? Let's have a look. Because I have some silly ones. I have sap. That's a potential. Or Nif. I can pop them! I'm gonna pop them if I can. Cast a spell! I know, the volume of things in this game is a bit, oh, I can't pop them. I can't pop them. There ain't no P. What can I do with B? Big? So I could grow. I could control ooh. I could enslave them. Oh, what's the J one? Jig. Oh, I could make them dance, but I can't make them dance. I don't have a flute. How about, what's the L one? Yeah, fudge it. You're mine now. Lower! You cast the spell, but strangely nothing happens. The wolf hand wheels around. You must defend yourself. God damn it! Time to big aids in battle. Yeah, probably should have bigged, but I did not big. You draw your swords along, so I need to keep in mind his stamina. So I don't know whether I'm better off defending this round. I'm gonna defend. Yeah, because then he does a big attack. The wolfhound creeps towards you, jaws dripping and fur shining wet. You raise your sword to defend yourself. Fearing the monster will spring, it bounds forward, howls and whimpers. So it did a big one, so it might not do a big one this time, so I'm going to do a big one. Putta! Big one! You put all your strength in the sweep of your sword, hoping to finish the creature in a stroke. The wolfhound drops back. It scrapes the ground as if digging its own grave. Does that mean it's going to pounce again? I'm going to defend. Nope. Neither of us did anything. We just stared each other down. Go all out. The wolfhound circles around you, snapping at the air. You wait, eyes fixed on the beast. I'm going to go big. Ha! I win! Go big or go home. The wolfhound crouches low, then springs for your throat. You hurry backwards, stumble, then roll away as the creature lands deep onto the blade of your sword. Thus the wolf howls in rage and fury. The wolfhound is crawling now, its fur thick with dried blood. It drops into a crouch. Oh, yes! We did it! Nice, 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 nice. You bring your blade about for a wild blow. The blade cuts deep As the wolfhound weakly opens its jaws to bite, you plunge your blade between its teeth, and all the way down to its heart. The wolfhound growls, gurgling, blood-soaked sound, then dies. I lost a stamina, decent dueling. Oh, heck yeah. That was a big win. I was very happy with that. Continue. The beast defeated, you pause to regain your breath and wipe your sword. Then, once satisfied, you lay down again and try to sleep. Jan flutters down and resettles on your shoulder. Your dreams are full of plagued victims, their faces with raw with boils and streaming sores. The rest of the night passes silently. You know what else passes silently? Me going on BRB. BRB. Have returned, and we will be victorious. We were already victorious. I don't need to return victorious. I left victorious. I just realized I never started Twitch. I wondered why Twitch was constantly a 0. Whoopsie doopsie. I suppose we'll just have a 1 hour stream on Twitch then. I'm very good at this. This is what having a week break does to you, you know? You just kind of forget things. So I've just gone live on Twitch. Hello, Twitch. I'm very sorry. I had a week break and forgot to press the Twitch go live button. But welcome. We're playing Sorcery. So let's continue. When you have a week break and you forget how to do anything. So let's go beyond. We'll see if our pixie friend wants to come with us this far. You rise early from your spot beneath the tree as you gather your things. Jan leaps up onto your shoulder. Ready to go? He chirps. You rejoin the path on the far side of Viritani. The sun sits on the horizon like a gleaming jewel. If all goes well, you will reach Toripani today, the last village in the Shamatani Hills. After a short climb, the path breaks, heading uphill to the left and downhill to the right. I'm going to ask the pixie for advice. Well, which way, Jan? To the right is forest. To the left the going is easier. The path heads through a field of black flowers to Oh, I want to go on the flower field. But I would like to know what else my pixie friend knows first. What else do you know? Nothing! Protests the creature. And that's a fine way to talk to your guide. I'm not charging you for my advice, you know. You'll get no more from the creature. With Toripani so close, it hardly matters which way you go, surely. Flowers! I want to go to the flower fields! Forest, flower field, flower field, flower field, flower field, flower, 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 flower. We go left, you decide. Good choice, Jan replies. The path slopes gently downwards through the shrubby forest and across patches of dry, weary earth. The Shamatani Hills are relatively verdant compared to the backlands beyond the Jabaji River. Fantasy names. And you can see the influence of that desolation already creeping into the soil, like spreading infection. As you rise, a powerful, pleasant smell reaches your nostrils, and you see off to your right a path through a field of beautiful black flowers. I'm going to ask Janny about it. Jan, what are those flowers? Who knows? Who cares? I love you. Chirps the mimite, dancing about on your shoulder impatiently. This is the shortest path to Toripani. Do you want to get there or not? No, go through the field. I want to go through the flower field. I mean, black flowers are a little bit ominous. I won't lie. The game might be trying to tell me something. But through the field. Shaking off your unease, you head towards the field of curling black flowers. But look at them, they're beautiful! The smell of their blossoms gets sweeter as you move further in. It makes you feel giddy and lightheaded. You start to skip and jump with merriment. And Jan likewise, full of glee. Your head is swimming. I've used my nose plugs. Thinking quickly, you shove in your nose plugs. They fit well. The smell of the flowers completely disappears. Ha! I am a genius. The field is wide and thick with flowers, and beautiful enough in a sombre way. Then halfway in, your foot crunches on something. Jan, on your shoulder, giggles at the sound and begins to pull at your earlobe. You bat him away. Look down. You stop to look down. There is a bone under your boot, a human arm bone, and next to it a skeleton. The skull has flowers between its jaws. Something is very wrong here. You keep going. The far side is in sight. Jan begins to totter. He slips from your shoulder, catches himself, and flies back up, then slips. No! Can we not just hold him Can we not just hold him in our hands for a little while and keep him safe? I would like to not lose my friend. What's the matter with you? Nothing, the creature replies, spinning through the air in a blur of flickering wings. I've never been so happy. And then he plunges in between the flower blossoms and is gone from sight. No, look for him! You pause to root through the flowers for him, and in doing so, one of the nose plugs slips from your nostrils and becomes lost among the blossom. But I can't leave him. No. Keep going. You push forward through the flowers, but quickly break out into a run. No, I meant quick going, looking for him. No. Hurling yourself headlong into the blossoms. Jan begins to fly around your head in fast circles, making you feel even more disoriented. No. Um... Look for the nose plug, I guess. You reach down into the thick carpet of flowers, patting the ground to try and find the missing nose plug. The perfume is thick and heavy in your unblocked nostril, but you find no sign of the plug. We have to leave. You lie back. No! You lie back amongst the blossom. Go! You gather a few flowers and squeeze the sap from them as droplets into your eye. No! No. Run! You stretch out, inhaling deeply the black lotus soulful aroma. The black death fills you with such joy that all your troubles are forgotten as you slip into a deep, wonderful sleep. No. Your remains will nurture these deadly flowers. Welp, rewind. Okay, so I want to check a spell. Because we could... There's a spell... Oh my god, why does it get so loud whenever I open this? Worth it, to be honest. It was good. I'm thinking if I can cast the spell that comes with the nostril, the nose ones. Niff! Maybe if we cast a Niff, then we don't have to, like, do that again. Let's try that again. Rewind! Are there settings to make... No! The music settings is just this. This is all. This is the only settings. There is no settings for music in this game. Just finished recording most of a song, and all I hear is your remains will nurture the flower. They will, maiden. That's our future. Our remains will nurture the flowers. But yeah, there's nothing. That literally, this is the only music option. It's very annoying, but well, it's how we go. I mean, we don't have to go through the field in the first place, but I kind of want to go and exhaust my options in the field. If I didn't have Jan, I'd be fine, because I wouldn't lose the nose thing, but I would like Jan to survive too. I do want to go through the field though. So we'll use my nose plugs and walk through the field. Let's just keep walking. Ignore him! I have to look for him though. I can't just leave him in the flowers to die, which means I lose my nose thing. Turn back quickly. You consider turning back, but when you turn, it is only to turn about on one spot. Hello, Shrimpy, welcome. And throw your hands up to the sky, which is a wonderful shade of blue. I just... Dad, look at my nose plug! Yeah, I'm screwed again, aren't I? Yeah. No matter what I pick, I'm going to die. Yeah, I need to not go in the flowers. But I wanted to go in the flowers! I just got told about... Why, if murderers, why pretty? This place is almost instant death. Fair. Alright, we'll rewind and go around it then. Turn back and go the other way. There was something about the flowers that make you uneasy. We're going the other way, you tell Jan, turning back and heading downhill once more. The Midnight complains, but does not leave your shoulder. Good. Sorry, Jan, we gotta go this way. Otherwise we will die. You climb a rise, and the way is not too steep. As noon approaches, you have crested the ridge, and are descending yet again. You are now at the highest point of the hills, where the trees are thin. The view west goes on forever, and sometimes you catch glimpses of care on the northern horizon. My stamina's okay. We could probably do without eating. But food. Taking a brief pause, you eat a ration of your food and feel better for it. Then you continue along your path. Jan is in a talkative mood over the worst of his headache from last night's drinking and fills the air around you with his chatter about what he can see and how things smell and what he plans to do once he makes his fortune in care. You pass from the open hillside into a patch of deep forest. Quite suddenly, Jan falls quiet and hisses in the air. Stop! Stop now! Remember to always pray to my spirit animal, but what if I need it for something? I'm not gonna pray, not yet, not yet. Why? Because, insists the creature in a tiny voice, because something is following us. You come to a dead stop. Jan is right. Something is moving through the trees behind you. A moment later, a point of steel has emerged from the darkness between the two trees and touches your neck. You've seen me, whispers a voice. I know it. Can we talk about this? I see nothing, you call back. You are quite safe. It is not I who is not safe, returns the voice. Can we talk? Can we not just talk about... Oh god, it's the Black Knight. 'Tis but a scratch. Who's there? There is no reply, but the tall, dark figure of an assassin emerges from the trees. He is dressed head to toe in black, and you have not seen him. You had not seen him a moment before, even though he had been standing a mere arm's length away. He wields a sharp scimitar in expert hands. Let's see what we can... That ain't no knight, that's an assassin. You're correct, but it has the vibes. Oh, Lord! Sound... what have we got? Can we do a zap? Yeah, we can do a nice little zap. Friggin' lightning his ass. Zap! Zzzt. Bro, let me zap some... Let my magic actually do something before... You cast a spell, but nothing results. I should probably tell you, Jan whispers. Mimites are protected by an aura. It is... a curse sometimes, like now, because you can't cast magic while I'm Jan! Janice! Because you can't cast magic while I'm nearby, and I'm not leaving while that assassin is here. You bring up your sword to Jana's. Jana pants. Damn it, Jan. Hi, Paper, welcome. But yeah, god damn it, Jan. Defend. Okay, so neither of us went for it on the first turn. The assassin bows to you, raises his curved sword in salute, and then takes his position. You drop into a defensive crouch immediately. The assassin, perhaps the most fearsome opponent you have so far encountered. He covers himself as well. He spins his sword about to shift the sword across his body. Da, 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 da. Okay, full attack then. Ha! Bitch. He is very honourable, indubitably. A dapper assassin. Time to attack. You rush forward with a deep, heavy slash, but the blow you land is only minor, because the assassin has adjusted his stance swiftly. You knock the assassin staggering into a tree. He seems more surprised than stunned. Closing his eyes, he murmurs a quick prayer as he sets his stance. So that means he's probably going to do a big stab. Stab in the back? Nah, walk. I know! The fact that he came out of the bushes to challenge me? Like, bro. Yeah, I thought so. A nice little defend. You drop yourself into a crouch as he powers forward, but it only tires him out. You are mostly unharmed. The assassin laughs appreciatively. He swivels his grip. The weapon sings as it moves, so I'm going to go for a big one now if he's tired himself out. Acting quickly, you swing a masterful swipe, but his own move is fast and careful, and he is able to parry. He spits blood. My duty is to sever your head from your neck. The assassin declares in a voice as cold as polished marble, "You will not hold me from it. Defend!" You whip up your defences as he tries a steep slice, but you roll out of the way, mostly unhurt. Attack! Leaping into action, you dive forward with a deep, heavy blow, but the impact clangs against his turned sword. He grins. Blood drips from the assassin's tunic. He curses under his breath. "Bro, I've nearly got you!" Defend again. So we both defended that time, so we're both building up stamina. You ready yourself to block, and he hangs back and watches you without emotion. I'm going to defend again. No, okay, both again. You hold firm and keep your defense, and he circles. I'm terrified. That means he's got, what, 3 rounds of stamina together? Yeah, all out attack time. And he's defending again. What an idiot. Feinting left, you sweep a masterful slash, but the blow jumps back off the hilt of his blade. He grimaces with effort, but he is left breathless but otherwise unharmed, breathing deeply. The assassin whispers a mantra as he readies his blade. So he's attacking now, since he readied his blade. You duck into a low stance as he attempts a strong stroke. You parry the best you can. He nods to you wisely. And then I hit you again! One more hit! One more hit! One more hit! Time to attack. You charge forward with a deep, heavy swipe, but the impact clangs against his weapon. He smiles. The assassin's breath is coming in short gasps. He closes his eyes for a moment to steady himself. The assassin flicks the blade through the air, crouching as he moves. One more. Yeah, I still win though. That one was a bit more risky, but we did it. The trees watch as the battlefield unfolds. Relentlessly, you cut and thrust, keeping him pinned. You swing your sword fast in towards his chest. He is off balance and moving slowly, and the blade goes deep. He turns and tumbles, releasing his sword as he topples. "I am not so proud as to not admit when I am beaten," he groans. "You may finish me if you so choose, but if you do me the honor and use my own blade." The assassin is not dead, but lies on the floor, gasping. I don't really want to kill him, but I feel like if I don't kill him, then he's gonna kill me. And I doubt that he's carrying anything. I mean, I get his sword. I mean, that's pretty cool. Stabu. With a single blow, you finish the assassin. He dies with his lips pursed in a silent prayer, not cursing you, but commanding his own soul to a better place. You rifle his body for a measly 3 gold pieces, then continue on the path out of the woods and onto a dusty hillside. Jan, for a brief while, says nothing. Perhaps he is shocked, but the blissful silence doesn't last for long. Continue. "How much longer do you think we'll be traveling today?" the midmite on your shoulder asks. "I'm hungry and tired. We've gone such a long way." "I mean, we could stop here. Why not? We could stop here." The midmite complains. "You'd like that. I'm sure you would." You continue along the path and around the hillside. A wooden hut is set into the slope, with an old woman sitting on the front step. A river seems to emerge from beneath her as you get closer. You realize the water flows underneath her house, as if the house itself is set on a splayed struts like an insect. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. You mean a house on stilts and an old woman? I've written this game before. I know your tricks, you hag. A few paces from the front of her house, the water plunges over the edge of a sheer cliff. I'm just gonna creep past. Sneaky, 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 sneaky. Oh lordy. You leave the path to the left, intending to slip around behind the house. I wonder what that could mean! Nothing bad, I'm sure! I'm sure she doesn't eat children or anything. That would be silly. Why would she eat people? Why would I ever get that idea? This is very yaggery and babbery, if I do say so myself. True, the last witch I met liked me, but that's because I was very nice to her. But am I going to have that luck twice? I don't know. Feels like a certain Minecraft mob we encounter in a swamp or something. I've never actually encountered that one before, but yeah, maybe. Where the woman cannot see you. Where are you going? The Mimite complains. It seems to be irritated with you as you are with it. That's not the path, you fool. And the sound of its voice, the old woman looked... Jan! Jan, do you have no sense for danger? The old woman looks up and waves. Come over here, won't you? I can barely see you. We could just walk past the house. With a nod of recognition, you continue along the path, intending to leave her behind. What's this? The old woman shrieks, suddenly furious. You are ignoring me, is that it? Do you hear an old woman? I don't hear an old woman. There's no old woman. What are you on about? You haven't travelled the Minecraft a lot, to be fair. That's true. Very true. You keep walking. Behind you, the old woman is getting angrier. Don't ignore me, peasant! She cries. Your rudeness will be punished. I can promise you. You can't help making friends everywhere you go. Jan! Jan, you snarky little shit. Keep going. No. No, I will not. You keep walking. The old woman begins to scream incoherently. Little Jan is shaking now. Suddenly there is a cracking sound to your left. You wheel around to see a colossal tree swaying, its trunk split, leaning. Oh lord. We should have left Jan in the flower field. No, we do not leave our friend. He's my friend. I love Jan. Jan is the best. Jan is my favourite sassy little shit. I love him. He's great. Dodge left. You dodge left. The tree falls exactly where you had been standing. Picking yourself up, you find the old woman standing in front of you. You do wrong to ignore the invitation of Gazamoon, she declares, pointing a crooked finger at you. Her hand is cracking with blue energy, a lightning bolt only milliseconds away. Do I have a shield spell? I'm pretty sure there's like a standard shield spell, isn't there, at this front? The Foff! See if we can get a Foff going. Cast a spell, cast a spell, cast a spell. Wait, I can't cast a spell! Wait a minute. Magic won't work, will it? Dodge left. You try to move, but there's no time. She's too close. The Sorceress Gazamoon's blast catches you square in the heart. What's my fate? You've been vaporized! Fuck. Cause... Let's see. If I dodge to the other side, will it work? Rewind. So we dodged left first. Dodge right this time. No. Didn't work. So it doesn't really matter. I'm screwed. I need to go talk to her. So let's go back to talk to her before she gets pissed off. I think it's here beyond the trees. Not much further. The remote sighs and slumps onto your shoulder. You continue along the path. So let's not be an ass. Since I know I can't sneak because I have a certain pixie on my shoulder, let's greet the woman. Greetings, you call. The woman looks up to you and smiles. Come here, won't you? I can barely see you. I have to deal with it. For survival. You approach the old woman. She smiles a toothless smile and gets up from the step. Come in, please, she beckons. I get so lonely living out here, on my own, away from the villages. I played this game 6 years back, so I still remember some stuff. Good. That says a lot about this game, because I played things 6 years ago, and I don't remember shit from them. So if you remember some bits and bobs, it means this game is good enough to stay in your memory for that long, which is a good thing. So it says good things about this game. Yeah, this friend of yours is causing problems. My friend has gotten me killed a couple times, sure, but what friend hasn't gotten you killed? Is it truly friendship if you haven't gotten them killed a few times? That's how friendship works, right? Come inside. Welcome to the best days of your life. Thank you. You follow her inside and take a seat along a wooden table. I'll bring you some tea, she says. She sounds almost nervous. Hurrying to the kitchen, she returns with 2 large cups. Watch it, Jan whispers in your ear. I don't trust this one. I can smell the copium through the screen. You have a good sense of smell. There's no copium here. What are you talking about? No copium whatsoever. Absolute facts I spit. Have you not gotten your friends killed? Have you really had friends? Let's make some conversation. The tea is still hot. You cup it between your hands. What's your name? They call me Garzamoon. She replies with a smile. I used to be quite well known in my way. You nod. You've never heard of her. Why do you live alone? It must be more dangerous. Oh, she smiles sweetly. No one bothers about me. Why would they? You can't help but notice she has not answered the question. This place is beautiful. This is a beautiful place, you remark, watching the river outside, the door plunging away over the cliff face. This is the top of the crystal waterfall, she says. The river runs right under my house. They say it carries all my goodness and youth away while I sleep, and the villagers bathe in it for luck. She giggles meanly. I'm sure it isn't quite true. You make to sip your tea when the old woman stops you, catching your arm before the cup reaches your lips. Oh! She says suddenly, I've forgotten the pot. She goes back to the kitchen. Make a run for it. Run! Run! Shit! There's something very wrong here. While the woman's back is turned, you try to slip away, but she hears your footsteps and calls out, Come back here! Please come back. You keep walking away. The old woman begins to scream incoherently. Little Jan is no. Be a good Samaritan. Just drink the tea. But my friend said something bad is happening here. Dodge left. And I'm dead again. What's my fate? I'm vaporized. Try again. Old woman's house. Rewind. I'm sure nothing bad will happen if I drink the tea. What if I stay outside? You shake your head. I should not stay too long. I have a journey still to make. Of course. We'll have tea here on the step. She sounds almost nervous. Okay, so we can stay outside. That's good. You want what? I wouldn't. C86. You're saying the right things. I would never normally refuse tea. But when a Baba Yaga, probably a Baba Yaga, is offering me tea... You're right, it's so out of character for me to refuse tea. Just once, we should see what the tea does. Just for shits and giggles. We can rewind so wonderfully in this game. Drink the tea! You make to sip the tea when the old woman stops you. Okay, so you kind of get to this point anyway. If only Mr. Wick was here. I know, Mr. Wick would help us. But he is not here. Drink my tea. You lift your mug, blow away the steam, and take a sip as the old lady returns. The old lady lifts her own mug and takes a deep gulp. Your own tea is generally refreshing. Then she splutters and coughs and grips her side. I'll help her. Obviously, there's nothing wrong. It healed me. Oh my god, it did. It was nice tea. Okay, fair enough. Maybe I'm being a little, suspicious. Something wrong? Oh, no, she replies, trying to smile, but clearly doubled in pain. Stumbling and almost falling, she staggers to her kitchen and gulps down another drink. When she returns, she seems much better again. I'm not as young as I was, she explains. All the same, so it's a good thing I never swapped my tea with hers, because apparently hers hurt and mine healed, so, did she expect me to do that? Did she do it that way so that I would suspect her and swap the teas? Did she try to mind game my ass? But I'm just too sweet and innocent to fall for her mind games. It's called being a nice person. But then why did her tea hurt her? That's not being a nice person. She mind gamed me. Tell me about you. You're a traveller? Yeah, I travel. Yes, that's right, I'm going to Care. She claps her hands. How wonderful! Such a delightful city! Nah, surely she's just stupid and messed up the order, potentially. Tell me, on your journey, you didn't have to come across an old man, did you? Yes, I did. There was one in the tree at the start. She just choked on it. She just choked on it, trust. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Not just any old man. This one was carrying a page from a spellbook. Yeah, I did. I had the page for a while, but it got stolen from me. I had the page for a while. Had? I lost it. She slumps a little. Really? That's a pity. She seems to think for a moment, then adds, but do you have anything of a magical nature? Do I? I don't think I do. Do I have an inventory I can look at? Because I really don't think I have anything. Oh yeah, that's my items. Do I have anything of a magical nature? Magical items. Oh, I have a vial of glue, some nose plugs, and some pebbles, and oh lord, the suddenly sound. What about my treasure? Gold pieces. Ah, I mean, yeah, I got a couple bits then. So we have all of these. Okay, yeah. Yeah, a few things, but no spellbook pages. I'm gonna ask her about the page she wants. No spellbook pages? What page are you looking for? Oh! She shrugs, suddenly seeming very old. It's a part of a spell of pest repulsion I once had, but I lost. It was very useful around here. She waves you away without interest. Go on, go away. Okay, thanks, bye. Now, if only I didn't have that page stolen. That would have been more interesting. You step back onto the path. The Jan lets out a long sigh of relief. You know, she was one of the most powerful sorceresses in the hills, he whispered. I could smell it on her. You're lucky you got away alive. You shrug. I am lucky I got away alive. After all the times I died! You shrug. A harmless old lady, or so she seemed. She was definitely not, but we're alive, and that's all we need. And we made it to Care! Oh, gosh. Where am I? I'm on the edge of the map. It is now late afternoon. You pass over the bow of the next hill, and below you is the village of Torapani. Oh, this isn't Care just yet. See, it was a harmless old lady. Even the game confirms it. Uh-huh. So what about those times she murdered me? slung from the other side of the valley to the next flood barrier. Let's see what's... Toripani is a village of the Sivin, an aggressive-looking race of man-orcs. You might expect their village to be rowdy, but it seems strangely quiet. There is no way around it. You have to go through. Hey, I can't help it. It said she lived on a house that was on stilts. My mythology nerdiness activated. But I was tricked. The game severely tricked me. So, yeah, this is the only way. And then we get to go. Nice. You enter the village. There is a definite air of depression hanging over the place. The Sivins are going about their business slowly and miserably, and pay you no heed. You sit yourself down on a tree stump in the very centre of the village and consider your options. We could do with finding it into rest. Can't believe Brownie's prejudice against people who live on stilt houses. In fantasy games, yes. 100%. I want to play, except in one particular game. It was like teased, was it like Summer Game Fest or something last year? There was like a Baba Yaga comfy game teased, and I really want to play it. It was, you're a witch who lives on a house on stilts, and you go around like village to village healing people, and you get to like customize your house, and I really want to play it. It looks so cute. Anyways, real talk. Yeah, the witch was banking on you to switch the cups while she went back to Luxus. I thought so. That's why, like, she was surprised, and why she ended up hurting herself in confusion. She over-schemed. There are 3 inns in the village, but 2 are closed down. Their windows boarded, and their thatched roofs rotting through. The third looks a little better, but at least its door is open, and the smell of well-cooked food drifts out. From a sign by the doorway, it seems that food costs 3 gold pieces, and a bed for the night costs 5. Oh, that hurts. That's gonna make me very poor. Go inside. You push open the door and step into the dim interior. A rat scurries over your foot and disappears into a corner. An elderly Savin lady, bent double, stands by the counter, tapping a long curved fingernail on the bar top. "What do you want?" she snaps. Just a room. Just a room. We could get bored. I have 2 rations, though. You pay 5 gold pieces, but the elderly Savin looks coldly back. "What? Our food not good enough for you?" How dare she be like this, for fuck's sake. Fine. Fine, take my money. "I'll eat as well," you reply. You pay out 3 more gold coins. The Savin nods twice and takes your payment. "The meal is hot rat broth, and if it's not good enough for you, you can lower your hopes. The room's upstairs. I'll bring your food to you." She jerks a fingernail towards the stairs. You go up and unstrap your pack and loosen your boots while you wait. The meal, when it comes, is nourishing, and you bolt it down. Then you stretch back on the bed. The night closes in, and the room has no candles. Then you hear footsteps on the staircase outside. Take position by the doorway. You move quickly out of the bed and take position behind the doorway. The sword at the ready. Footstep after footstep approaches. They are quiet, and a few of them, and by the sound, they're big. The door begins to open. I'm going to wait a moment longer. You wait a moment longer, your breath short and shallow, hoping they will not notice that you are waiting. The first Svin enters the room, followed by another, then a third and a fourth, then a fifth and a sixth. Before you could move, you were overpowered by the creatures grabbing your ankles and arms until you were hoisted up. They carry you bodily out of the door and down the stairs, bumping and bruising past the cackling landlady who shrieks, "That's the one! I knew when I saw her!" And out into the cold streets, Jan clings onto your shoulder, refusing to be shaken free. Jan, you sweetie. There ain't no rest for the wicked. Money don't grow on trees. She's got bills to pay, got mouths to feed. There ain't nothing in this world for free. That is how it feels at the moment. Because apparently I can't even get a nice sleep. Can I pray to my spirit for aid? In a whisper, you begin a prayer to your spirit, the gorilla, for aid. Nothing happens immediately. Then you reach a low hut and are thrown to the earth. Your arms and legs are released. Perhaps your spirit has heard you. You cannot be sure. But now you have summoned the powers above. They will help you. They will not help you again. Why am I captured again? Why? Why, game? Game cruel. The door is slammed and locked. A moment later, it reopens, and your possessions are thrown inside. I mean, I don't think I need to eat something. Could do with some sleep, though. A few more minutes pass with no more movements. Figuring they will probably now wait until daylight, you put your head down to sleep. Your dreams are filled with grasping hands and long, dark nails scratching at your flesh. And however much you toss and turn on the floor, you cannot quite get them out of your mind. Wait, can I just leave? Daybreak, you are still alone. An hour passes before you hear any noises outside, and then the door to the hut opens, and 5 civins come in. They drag you roughly out and across the street to another hut, where an old man with grey hairs sits. He is wearing outlandish, colourful robes. My name is Procyon. What a misunderstanding. Chief. He slaps his chest twice. I apologize. Then he bows, brushing the dust on the floor with his sleeves. Apology accepted? The chief nods. He waves to a menial to bring you bread and milk. Sure, why not? Gracefully, you bolt down the meal. I don't think I've ever seen anywhere use the word bolt down the meal for eating fastly. Not fastly, that's a different word too. For eating fast, like, bolt down is not a word I'd use. Tea! Yay! This is the nice tea that the scary old lady didn't give me. This tea's not gonna hurt me. This one will heal me. Because the tea fairy is the best. Thank you. Mwah. Gracefully, you bolt down the meal. It does not seem to be poisoned, and it nourishes you. The bowl is removed, and the chief squats down in a pool of cloth. Jan cowers under your own cloak, hoping to go unnoticed. What if there was poison in your tea? Then I guess the tea fairies want my life insurance then, I suppose. I have need of you and your strength. Well, tell me about it. Tell me. The chief nods. I shall. My daughter, my child. She is taken, offered to a terrible demon below. And you want me to rescue her? The chief nods. Succeed and you may choose your reward. Fail and... I mean... They let me have a good night's sleep and fed me. If they could give me back my gold, that would be glorious. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll try. I'll help. I'll do it. I'm nice. Free rewards. Exactly. I could get free shit. I like shit. The chief nods. I hope you will. He gestures to the other civins who, still taking no chances, grab you by the arms and haul you to your feet. Why will you not let me just walk? Crack in the ground? Oh, well, that's very, very bad. Oh, this. I love when people who played the games, Shut up, Lucas. I suggest you take a piece of paper. Oh no. I don't think I have a piece of paper. You were led along a short pathway through the forest to a crack in the ground. One Sivan has brought a rope, the other a basket. They are preparing to lower you down into the pit of the earth. You'll pay me richly for this. The Sivins nod. The chief replies, "We are poor, but we'll try." Good. Watch the darkness, he declares as they start to lower you down. From your shoulder, Jan murmurs, "We're in trouble now." He shivers. You hit the floor with a thud and peer into the darkness. Your eyes can make out nothing, but a slight breeze suggests endless space in all directions. You're blind, helpless, trapped. Something clatters to your feet from above. One of the Sivins shouts something down to you. I do not want spoilers. No spoilers, no spoilers. Let me fail. We'll find our own way. Feel around on the ground. You crouch down and feel around your feet until your hands close on the base of something. You pick it up. It's a dry wood torch. Something else falls down from above and strikes you on the head, donk. "Tinderbox!" calls the voice. Feel around for the tinderbox. Curse whoever hit you. Fuck you! Rubbing the bruise on your head, you reach down and find the tinderbox. Light the torch. You strike and light the torch. You strike a light and the torch blazes into flame. What chaos are we about to go on? You can see now you are in a large cavern, wide and deep. At the far end, passageways disappear to the left and right. Through an uneven rockfall at the far end of the cavern, you hear a murmur. I'm gonna go listen by the rocks. You clamber over the rocks at the edge of the cavern to investigate the sound. It is a whimpering coming from the other side of the pile of stones. The Sivin girl, perhaps? She came in this way, but then the cave-in blocked off her path. You will have to find another way to reach her. When in doubt, go left. You go left and creep slowly into the darkness, is straining for the sound of approaching threat. But all you can hear is Jan's quiet whimpering. The passage rises up a gentle incline. At the top, a thick crystal seam glitters in the torchlight, and the tunnel ends at a T-junction. Let's have a quick look at that crystal. The seam seems to be made out of pure diamond. It was, no doubt, in quest of this that these tunnels were carved. But why is no one mining here now? Who cares? It's mine! It's a maze but narrated. Good luck with your directions. Oh, that's why you said a piece of paper. Let's, I haven't been... So all I've done is... Let's see. I will write stuff down. So what I've done so far is I investigated sound. And I turned left. So I'm going to dig out the crystal. You try to pry some diamonds loose from the incredible seam in the rock, but your sword is not up to the task, and you would only make it blunt. You could perhaps return with a proper pick, but only if you can escape the tunnels first, so no, that's not going. Let's go left again. Left. You take the left passage. You walk down the passage for several minutes, then slip on some dirt, and the ground beneath your feet gives way. You plunge into a hidden pit and land on something soft. Let's have a look around. Oh my god! Not yet counting your luck, you look around, and sure enough, you are out of the frying pan and into the reptile den. You are in a pit of snakes. Why is it snakes? Why is it always snakes? Left, left, right, right, up, down, A, B, start. Correct. Well, it ain't a Minotaur. That ain't. We found a snake pit! See, I prayed to my spirit recently, so I don't... Indiana Jones would be proud. No, he wouldn't. He'd be like, I'm glad... Indiana Jones would be feeling a wonderful feeling of schadenfreude right now. Because, in fact, this is fine. Give the snakes a hug. That is not an option. I can pray to my gorilla, but my gorilla's not going to do anything because we did very recently talk to my gorilla, so my gorilla is not going to do shit for me right now. I can try use some magic. You begin to... Oh, fuck, yeah, I can't use magic because of my... Because Pixie... You begin to ready a spell when Jan tugs at your arm. You can't, he hisses. I told you, you can't do magic when I'm around. Cursing him, you try to think of other options. Pfft, try something else. You swing your torch, trying to stave off the creatures. Yeah, I haven't played. Jan is the worst. We love... No, Jan is good. We love Jan. Jan is fine. Oh, I need to stretch. I have been demanded to stretch. Because I love Jan. Jan, because I like pixies. Pixies are cool. I have a comic, actually, that I need to read. Maybe I'll do it next and read it next in honor of Jan. It's called Pixies in the 60s. And it is exactly what it sounds like. It's if pixies existed in the 60s. It's great. Fantasy 60s. Let's try climb out. The only way out is to climb. Leaving your torch by the foot of the wall, you begin the ascent. You get halfway when the snake bites the torch, killing itself, but extinguishing the flame. In the darkness, the others begin to slither up after you until the wall itself is alive. No, we're gonna keep Jan with us. It's gonna be fine. You are strangled to death by 100 snakes. They're not even poisonous. They just crush me. Yay! So don't go left twice. That's what I'm learning there. Okay, cool. Right. Back in the caves. Let's go. We can go left again. We know we can't do the crystal, so let's go right here instead. So we know that's a dupe. So that's left, right. You turn right. Here the cavern widens. Pendulous stalactites hang from the ceiling, as if about to fall and skewer you in place. You skirt between them, following a thin, safe path until a side passage opens to the left. Well, let's try the left again for fun. For fun and excitement. You take the left passage. After a few minutes, walk up a shallow incline. You begin to hear something in the distance, a low rumbling. Turn and run. You turn and run, but not fast enough. The rumbling gets louder and louder until you look over your shoulder and see this is an Indiana Jones dungeon. We've got the fucking boulder now as well. You see an enormous boulder rolling speedily down the tunnel towards you. Again, I've used my spirit, so I can't do that again. I can't use magic. We can't! My spirit's not going to listen to me. We can pray anyway and see if we're doing. You mutter a quick prayer to the gorilla, your spirit, but you do not feel its presence near. Of course, you have called on such help already, and it will not assist you again. You are on your own with barely seconds to spare. We've got to try something else because I can't use so. You will not let your journey end here. Find a gap to squeeze into. You look quickly for a gap in the tunnel wall into which to press your body. There is one. You dive for it, but a few inches too shallow. I have been crushed and ground into powder. You see Harrison Ford standing at the edge of the labyrinth, first time. That is exactly what is happening. So we could still potentially survive that, but I'm just going to say no to that. So left, right is so far not killing us, so let's carry on with that. So left, right, and then we'll go straight this time. Straight. Da 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 da. You push on. The passageway slopes down a short way. Then the passageway slopes down a short way. Then the passageway appears on your right. 2 stones stacked on top of one another against the wall here. I'm gonna have a quick look at those stones. There's nothing special about the 2 stones except they happen to be on top of one another. Okay, we'll go right. Right. You take the right-hand tunnel. Then you see a spot of sunlight up ahead. You rush forward to find yourself back beneath the crack in the ceiling through which you came. Okay. So that's taken us back to the start. So what happens if I climb out the hole now? You set your toes into a crevice near the base of the rock wall and begin to climb your way out. The stone is coarse and cruel on your fingers, and soon you have cuts below your knuckles and on your knees and elbows. Halfway up the slope of the crack begins to curve, only getting more difficult. Keep going. You will not give up. You keep climbing, one hand after the next, testing every foothold after some more effort, with blood trickling between your closed fingers. You are within a few feet of sunlight. That's when you notice what you're doing. That's when they notice what you're doing. A sylvan eye appears over the lip crack. Then something, one end of the coiled rope, is dropped straight into your face. You lose all grip and fall. Do we survive? You hit the floor with a horrible crunch. Your ankle is badly twisted. You are... Yeah, so that's where we started. So, I'm going to make a small note where we started. There we go. So I know for future deaths. The rope is quickly whisked up again out of sight. I mean, if they're not really going to let me out, I didn't really need to look out. You creep forwards through the dark, quite sure you are going in circles. The ground begins to slope upwards, and the walls glitter as you encounter a seam crystal. Have you been this way before? Here, the passage. So if this is the same crystal I've been to, then if I go left, I end up in a snake pit. Yes. Okay, we're in the snake pit. Lucky escape. Yeah, I know. I can't do anything in the snake pit. Fight! Staggered to death by 100 snakes. Okay, that's fine. Right. This is okay. I know where I'm going now. So, if all my going left didn't really do anything but bring me back, let's go right at the start then. You turn right. Oh, wait, no, I could have tried to go straight again. But, oh well, let's go right. Let's see where that takes me. You turn right, creeping slowly forward. The passageway slopes down a short way, then ends at a T-junction. 2 stones Oh, so this, yeah, we've gone down the right path, which is... So... I'm trying to picture this. So we found a loop that takes us back the right path that comes back to here. So theoretically, if I go left here, then I'm going down the straight. You go left. The cave system widens. Pendulous stalactites hang on the ceiling, as if about to fall. No, I'm going to turn back. You turn back the passage once more. So I'm going to go straight on. There we go. That's where I wanted to be. That's where we needed to go. Then DeVito appears and shoves you back down. Basically. You push on. The tunnel twists and bends sharply as if carved by a river, now long since dried away. You lose all sense of which way is which, except to keep going forward, where the tunnel splits to another pair of stones are stacked in one corner. I wonder how much you can go in loops before the game says you starve or something. I mean, there is a time thing, isn't it, if you don't. So we want to go right, then right, I believe, so far. Where are the stones stacked? There's nothing special about the two stones except they happen to be stacked one on top of the other. Let's go left, see what happens. Left. I feel like I'm making progress. You take the left passage. The cave floor here is an inch deep in water, dripping from an arched ceiling far above. The droplets that land on you are ice cold and run like sharpened claws down your back. I don't like this, Jan mutters. Water plays havoc with my wings. A few strides further on, the passage you are following finishes at another fork. A single stone sits by the wall. I wish it told me which wall it sat by, if it was left or right, because I feel like this is a hint. Left again. Why not? You slip through the opening in the left wall. The rock in the wall of passage turns from natural stone to something carved and shaped by ancient hands. There is the occasional mark of lettering, now half rubbed away by time, spelling some message of doom. Then the passage ends, quite abruptly, at a sealed door. Open the scary door. You push open the door slowly. Open. And then catch clicks, and some ominous rumblings start. Behind you, the wall is rising from the stone floor to seal off your escape. Jan squeals in alarm. What have you done? I don't know, go into the room. You push forward into the room underneath, undeterred, only to be met with an appalling sight. There are hundreds of gallons of water rushing towards you. You are swept off the ground as the room and corridor fill. You are sure to drown. I can't use my magic, I can't pray, I try something else. Little Jan has vanished from sight, whisked away by the water, but you are determined to escape. I could use an item. Do I have an item that I could use? You begin to hunt rapidly through your pack for something that will aid you, but no one in the history of Shamatani Hills has survived the demon's deluge. You are still desperately thinking as the air leaves the cave and your lungs to fill with water. Drown. Just drink it, obviously. Okay, that's not too bad. Don't open the door. So we want to go right. Go right again. Going left was fine here. We went left again, so maybe we'll go right this time. Don't go near the door. You move through the opening in the right wall. The going is suddenly more difficult, and you realise the tunnel is climbing at quite a sharp gradient. Little stones rattle and roll away downwards into the dark. At the highest point, a side passage opens on the right. As you enter, two stones roll away down the slope. So close to the end, but I do have to head out now. Goodbye! Oh, thank you for coming, Lucas. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, we are pretty close to the end, actually. Shame. It's been nice. It's been nice. I've missed streaming. I get that, you know, when you have a break from something, be it like work or even something you enjoy, but you don't do it, you stop doing it regularly, and then you go back to do it, and suddenly you're nervous to do it again. I had that with this stream. I was like actually kind of nervous to get back to streaming because I had so much of a break. But we're back, and it's fine, and I've had fun. It's been great. But we do have 5 more minutes, so let's go. WB Rose. Wild Briny Rose. Hello, Firehill. Welcome. As you enter, 2 stones roll away down the slope. I'm going to say go straight on. Go straight. You push on, the cave walls crushing close, as though the rock is squeezing you to death. Your shoulders rub against the walls. When you feel certain you can go no further, the path you are creeping through forks again. Another pair of stones stacked in the corner. The stones seem to be kind of... If there's stones, I'm going the right way. I think. I'm going left. Left. You take the left passage. You walk down the passage for several minutes, then slip on some dirt. And the ground beneath your feet gives way. You plunge into a hidden pit... I know this song and dance. And I die to snakes! But you've died 101 times. This is cool. Yeah! And we die to the snakes. Death. Okay, left is not the way to go. So, right. Right. Left. Right. Straight. And then we're gonna try right. You go right. You follow the passageway when you hear an echo of whimpering coming up the corridor. Your torchlight falls across a frail shape. Hiding in the shadows is the young civet girl! We found her! Stacking stones into hundreds of little towers. Come with me. You hold out your hand and the girl takes it and gets to her feet. We'll have to be quiet, she hisses, or else. Suddenly there is a loud roaring from the mouth of this short cavern. The walls begin to shake and crumble. The Sivin's stone towers topple and scatter. To one side, a gap in the rubble begins to open, letting through a mean shaft of light. But before you can head for it, the roaring sound is joined by a scream from the Sivin girl. You turn slowly and peer into the gloom along the tunnel. There is something moving, something coming closer. Perhaps the roaring is the wind rushing through the tunnels. Something is coming. We're kind of at the end of the stream, but I need to know what it is. A chimera! Manticore, even. I do get confused between those two. You hear the scrambling sound of claws on rock, and the exit from the tunnel is blocked by a dark and looming shape. A manticore. Huge, terrible. It stands between you and the light, and howls in a bloody rage. Give it belly rubs. Unfortunately, it's not an option. Belly rubs is not an option. And we will fight it next time. Ba-da-ba-da. So we will be playing Sorcery at least one more week, and then we'll swap it over to D&D. Next time on Briny Unintelligible Noise and Screaming. Damn it, Jan! We love Jan. Shut up. You will love Jan. I love Jan. You will love Jan, whether you like it or not. Jan is valid. Jan is valid. Okay? I can deal with everything with a sword. I don't even need magic. But anyway. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming. Thank you, everyone in chat. Thank you, everyone who lurked. Thank you, anyone who watches the VOD. I really appreciate you coming and interacting with my content in whichever way you wish to do it. Jan is going to be in the pan. No! Stop it. He's cute. He's small. He's cute. He's the best. I love him. He's a sassy little shit. I love him. Leave him alone. So, as you know, I'm back from my break this week. I'm back to normal. So tomorrow I will see you guys in the evening for some Limbus company. On Thursday, I will see members and Patreons of Bookworm tier and up for a stream. I'm just waiting on some permissions as to what that stream is. It's most likely going to be SCP if I can't get those permissions, but I do have something that should be kind of fun if I get permission. In lieu of chili brownie, we shall eat jam. No, that's what the potatoes are for. Speaking of which, there are potatoes, crochet potatoes with glasses that can be purchased from the www.bridierosemith.co.uk store. We do not deliver to the EU, but if you live anywhere else and you want yourself a crochet potato, they are very squishable and wonderful, then you can go do that. There are other ways you can support me by YouTube membership, where you can get access to the exclusive stream that's going to happen this week. Discord channel, merch discounts, and chat commands just for you guys. Then there's the Patreon, where you get short stories, exclusive streams, merch discounts, and free books. There is the Kofi, where you can commission me to draw emotes if you like the emotes that I have. And you can also get some small audiobooks in the shop. And last but not least, I've already mentioned my merch store, but along with those wonderful squishy potatoes, you can also get ebooks, version copies of books that I've written, stickers, a notebook, and a soft pillow. So go check all those wonderful links out. I'd really appreciate it if you could. But until tomorrow, that is all I have for you. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming. Thank you for welcoming me back in such a warm way. It's been lovely to see you all. I look forward to streaming for you more again this week. But until then, I had fun. I hope you had fun. This has been Bridie Rosemith, live in the Forbidden Library. Good